no method. There is no dogma, no text or practice or religion by which can ever cause one to arrive at the place where one is. Do you understand, relative? You see, no amount of seeking may ever find Creator, one's true self, because all forms of seeking implies, asserts, and actualizes the absence of Creator within oneself and the absence of Creator within every single expression of life which surrounds oneself. You see, to seek her is to reject her as she is, currently existing in all and as all of creation around and within oneself, and is to thrust her away. To practice a method or discipline or religion to attain or to attempt to reattain one's connection to her or to attempt to find her will only postpone realizing, will only postpone being, will only postpone reunification with her, and thus will only postpone one's inevitable experience of Creator, the All, the True Self. You see, if one cannot sit within a concrete tomb, the administrative segregation cell or security housing unit cell with cockroaches on one's bedroll, within a field of sand, sagebrush, and ants, and not be filled with the complete wonderment, majesty, and rapture of the presence of Creator, one's plight is not that one needs to find or seek Creator. One's plight is not that Creator is absent from this circumstance and environment one finds oneself in. One's plight is that one's level of awareness and perception is too shallow and too bound, too underdeveloped, warped, blinded, and veiled by the ignorance of the false ego for one to be able to perceive and receive Creator as she is and become receptive to the very majesty and presence of Source, of the All, of the True Self, which lives within and all around oneself. You see, when one is able to live in absolute, unyielding presentness, unveiled and unfettered from the confines of the limited states of awareness and perception one's false ego and fear creates and sustains, one will find that one is no longer able to experience, find, perceive, and interact with anything other than Creator herself. And all one will now be able to see, to hear, to feel, to taste, to touch, to smell, and to experience and perceive will only be Creator in all her various shapes and forms and expressions. The symptom of this is that one now lives life in complete, unending rapture, true bliss, caused by the constant and unbroken communion with Creator, nourished and enlightened by each and every interaction with each and every single fractal and pronunciation of Source that fills this plane and surrounds one, that gives form and function and purpose to every single expression of life within this realm. Even when being struck by the very hands of one's perceived oppressor, or even when breaking the flail and hook of one's usurper, one is able to remain in complete, earnest, and hallowed sacred communion and interaction with Creator, with Ipalnemohuani, with Moyo Hoyani, with Source. So one can remain in bliss, even in the very bowels of one's adversity, remain enraptured, without fear, and only in love and by love.